What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 40K Cafe, and thank you, Raw, for the request. This comment goes back to my video on the honor guard of the salamanders for Vulcan, and I find no better response than to talk about the honor guard for Jagatai Khan. These elite warriors are known as the Keshig. These were originally comprised of Terminator veterans that were said to have even fought alongside Jagatai Khan back on Chagoris. And many of these members, when they were on Chagoris, were comprised of the different tribes throughout the lands, filling them with diversity, honor, and loyalty like no other. But just as the Khan included diversity amongst his people on Chagoris, he would adopt this same exact philosophy once he would be discovered and implemented into his legion. The Keshig that he had raised on Chagoris would be dispersed amongst the companies in his newfound legion, allowing the diversity that he valued and taught to be dispersed amongst the legion so that everyone can learn from it and become closer altogether. And regardless of this fact that they would be dispersed amongst the many companies, they would still serve as his honor guard. And it was this kind of disbursement with these leaders of the Keshig that would result in the sub-formations of the same people. What I mean by this is that some companies would adopt the same Keshig formation and create those like the Golden Keshig, but rather than Terminators, these were elite jet bike warriors. And then you have the Ebon Keshig, which did wear Terminator armor, but were comprised of those veteran warriors that seek some kind of redemption, atonement, or some kind of forgiveness for their sins. At the end of the day, though, it was only the main Keshig that would comprise the honor guard that would directly protect Jagatai Khan. And even in their bulky Terminator armor, they would represent the resplendent speed that the White Scars were known for. Unlike some of the handful of honor guards that after the Horus Heresy we didn't know what happened to them, the Keshig are actually still utilized to this day by the White Scars. Their role has seen little to no change and still serve as the personal honor guard of the now functioning chapter master of the White Scars. And their influence of teachers, mentors, and veteran warriors remains as it always was. Every single one of these veterans are champions in their own right that represent the body and soul of the White Scars. And it's extremely quick to notice one of these amongst the battlefield, as their armor is resplendent and has them stand out amongst their brothers. For reasons like this, I love the White Scars, as they include aspects of their culture throughout their legion from pre-heresy to even now. And I am absolutely positive that when the Khan makes his incredible and grand return, that the Keshig will stand ready to fight along his side once again. Although there isn't much more information on the Keshig themselves, they still have to be one of my favorite honor guards just purely for aesthetic reasons. But let me know what your guys' favorite is. Thanks again, Raw, for the request. I know this wasn't exactly specifically on Jagatai Khan, but rather his honor guard. Nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I did. Thanks as always for listening. Drop a comment if there's anything you guys want to hear about next. And as always, remember to follow for more.